The admissions process at Tuck is a holistic one, and we look at a number of different factors in the admissions process. These aren't necessarily in any order of importance, but we would look at a candidate's academic credentials to make sure that they're capable of doing the type of work that we have them do at Tuck. So primarily we look at a candidate's GMAT score and their undergraduate grades. For a foreign student, we'll also look at their TOEFL, and many international students are concerned that their academic transcripts are on a different format than the US. We're used to that. We have a lot of expertise around the world in the educational system, so we know that some are on a 10-point basis and some are on a 16-point basis, and we have different people on the committee who have regional expertise. So academic credentials are one area. Tuck also really values professional work experience, and typically students have about 4 years of full-time work experience. The range tends to be about 2 years of full-time work experience up until about 12 years of full-time work experience. Our average age typically is about 27, so that gives you an idea of how much work experience students have. So I think one of the most objective sources of information about an applicant are their letters of recommendations. They really can confirm what an applicant is telling us in their essays, and I think they're a great source of information about a candidate's work ethic, their team skills, their ethics in general, their motivation, their ability to work through conflicts. The letters of recommendation are important, and people should be really thoughtful in terms of who they have write them, and to make sure that they're having someone who knows them well write their letters of recommendation. Another criteria for Tuck that's relatively new is global mindset, and as the world has become more global, more and more recruiters are looking for MBAs who have global skills. So one of the factors that we like to see is the extent to which someone has familiarized themselves with different cultures. And we believe you can do that in a number of different ways. You can have studied abroad, worked abroad, know a foreign language or two, or one applicant had a great essay in which he talked about not having the opportunity to have actually traveled, but he joined the local Asian organization in LA in order to get to know the Asian culture and community more, and he did a really good job of articulating how much he's gained from club activities in the Los Angeles area. And then a final area that we really value at Tuck is the interview. We do have an open interview policy, which means that all applicants have the opportunity to come to interview without having to be invited. And the reason we value the interview so much is that team skills are really important to the culture at Tuck, and we very much value interpersonal skills and communication skills, and I think those skills are very, very hard to assess on the basis of a written application. I would say, in my experience, a candidate is more likely to do well in the interview than to not do well, and it's definitely something that candidates should take advantage of because we're very unique in having an open interview policy. And it sort of lets your personality shine and charisma, or just to tell your story in person rather than on paper.